Hello my friends! Today I'm going to be doing a reading vlog. I haven't done a reading vlog in a while, and recently I've been having a bit of trouble reading, like getting through a book. I don't know what it is. I finished a bunch of books last week, then I started all these new books and I've been traveling, and it's always hard to keep up my reading stamina when I'm traveling. Plus the books that I'm reading, for some reason, are just taking me a while to get through. So today is a very rainy day and I have nothing really to do except film this video. So I'm going to do a bit of reading. I'm thinking I'm gonna start a new book because I think I need a book that I can like fly through while I'm reading the other two. So I will tell you what the other two are. The first one is what I've been reading this morning. It's Attachments by Rainbow Rowell. I feel like I've been reading this book quickly, but when I check the page numbers, I really am only like 117 pages in, which is like usually what I would read in one sitting when I start a new book. I'm really enjoying this one. I really like the main character. I really like the format of the book, but for some reason it's not one that I can sit down and read in one sitting because it's really not that long of a book. So it should only take me 2 days, and yet I've been reading it for over a week and I've only made it 117 pages in. The other book that I'm in the middle of makes sense why it's taking me a while. It is Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. I am 175 pages into this one. This one I can read big chunks of. Like I think I've only sat down and read this twice, maybe 3 times. I have these long breaks in between when I'm like ready to sit down and read it. I would really like to make it to like 300 pages in this today. That would be my dream goal, but we will see what happens. Obviously, this is a big chunk of a book since it's a Cassandra Clare novel, but usually I read her books pretty quickly. They're not very challenging as far as the writing style, but I think because I know there's some sad stuff that happens in this one, I'm like hesitant to get to those parts. I just want to stay in the angsty part and not get to the sad part. So those are the books that I know I'm going to be working on today, but first I have to go take my puppy Ginger for a walk. You want to go on a walk, Ginger? I know you do because you've been asking for a while now. So I'm going to take Ginger for a walk and then I'll come inside, probably like make some tea, maybe get a snack, and then start reading. As for what the third book will be that I work on, I'm not sure yet. Maybe I'll get into these two and I won't even need a third one, but I'm kind of looking at Nevermore over there. I don't know. I feel like that wouldn't make sense because it's a fantasy and I'm already reading a fantasy, but it is a middle grade, so maybe it would be different enough. I feel like what I need is a really easy YA contemporary, but the only one that I have on my really near future TBR is The Way You Make Me Feel by Maureen Gu. I'm just not sure if I'm in the mood for that. I'll update you guys in a little bit. So cute, Ginger. Okay, update. I have been reading Attachments. I just paused because I wanted to talk about something that I love about this book. Because the main character's job is to like read through the emails that get flagged at work, basically the whole premise of this book is that these two women who are friends have been sending personal emails back and forth to each other at work. and the main character Lincoln is reading them and not like giving them a warning, but the emails themselves between the two friends are so good. I love them. It's so accurate to how I talk with my friends. Like some of these conversations, I'll just read you a little bit for an example. It's not spoilery, but if you don't want to hear the quote, just skip a couple seconds. Jennifer to Beth. Oh, I love period dramas, especially period dramas starring Colin Firth. Beth to Jennifer. Oh, Colin Firth, he should only do period dramas. And period dramas should only star Colin Firth. 1-star upgrade for Colin Firth, 2 stars for Colin Firth in a waistcoat. It's so funny to me because me and one of my friends, we literally talk about Colin Firth like this. Colin Firth should play every main character in a period drama. I just think it's like a general agreement. Like I've never read interactions between friends, some kind of text interaction or whatever, that is so accurate to me in the way that my girlfriends and I talk. I love it. It's so funny and entertaining, and it's just always nice to read something like that where you're like, yes, this is what it's like. You got it so right. Yay! I finally made it to, can you see me? I finally made it to 200 pages in this, which means that I read like 90 pages, sort of, almost, for a bit. It was really sad there, but now it's getting really interesting, which I can't say why because that would be a spoiler. Yeah, that's all I have to say at the moment. Now I think I'm gonna take a break. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I'm sure you guys will see. And then I will probably read some of Lord of Shadows, but maybe I'll start a new book. Since I got home from traveling, because I did a lot of traveling recently, I've been progressively trying to clean my room, switch out my winter stuff for my summer stuff, get things organized. Like I've done a little every time I've come home from traveling, but I haven't really gotten it fully clean. So I think I'm gonna do some work on that now because I have some books that need to be on my bookshelf somewhere or in an organized stack somewhere. Right now it is just real messy. I have a pile of winter clothes on the floor because I don't know where my winter buckets are, but they can't stay in my closet because that's where my summer clothes are now. So I think I'm gonna work on that for a little bit. Well, I just spent some time finishing up a poem I was writing. I also read, oh hi Ginger, do you want to say hello? She got jealous. I was reading this book, which is called Things Are What You Make of Them, Life Advice for Creatives, and it gave me some push to finish this poem I was working on, so I did that and then I copied it into my journal. And I'm really liking it. It was nice to have a little creative burst. Now, if Ginger will stop sitting on my books. Oh, you. You're so cute. I'll forgive you for sitting on my books. Now I think I'm gonna start this. It is called Wotakoi, Love is Hard for Otaku. And I mentioned it in my book haul recently, and I've actually seen it floating around quite a bit amongst people who read manga. One of the reasons that I'm drawn to it is because it has a lot of colored pages, which I will show you as I read. Why am I doing this? I don't know. I think it is time for an update. I'm a bit sleepy, so ignore if I have sleepy eyes or whatever. I read some of Wotakoi. I read like the first almost halfway. I read the first almost half. Honestly, I'm not sure what I think of it yet. I'm not totally sold. It's a bit stranger than I thought it was gonna be. Like, I don't get a lot of the references, but it is that kind of manga where they kind of skip over big things. Like, sometimes when I'm reading manga, I feel like not enough is explained. Like, it'll just be like, okay, we're doing this now, and then you kind of skip on to the next thing. And that's not usually my favorite in manga, so we will see what happens with the rest of it. It is entertaining, so I could see that it will pull me in, especially if there are future volumes, because this just says that it's volume 1. I could definitely see getting pulled in more, and all the references and the characters are pretty entertaining, but it almost doesn't seem like real life. I think maybe they're doing that on purpose because they are incorporating dating sim and like video game stuff as it goes. Let's see if I can find an example. They'll have the stuff that's on the screen in a video game. So I don't know if maybe it's supposed to not seem like real life and it's supposed to seem kind of like a dating sim. It does not feel realistic, which is okay sometimes, but I'm not sure. I'm not sold on it yet. We will see. I don't know what I'm gonna do now because I'm so sleepy. I don't know if I can read. I feel like I'll fall asleep if I read. I'm still so sleepy. I made some food and ate in the hopes that when I was done, I would know what I wanted to do. But I still don't really know what I want to do. So I might just start reading Lord of Shadows, even though I'm not sure I'm particularly in a reading mood. I might just read some Lord of Shadows and see what happens. Okay, you guys, somehow I got the idea to watch Clueless, so this is going to be the end of the reading vlog for tonight. I am planning on reading more Lord of Shadows tonight and reading some more attachments in the morning, so I'll probably do one last little wrap up in the morning to wrap this vlog up, but for now, I'm gonna go watch Clueless. Hello and good morning. I am going to wrap this vlog up now. I did read a little bit more of attachments. I think I read 40 more pages, but I did not read any more of Lord of Shadows as of yet. That's actually what I'm going to focus on today. Today I'm going to try and get to page 300 of that, which is what I said yesterday, but then I ended up focusing on this book, so I'm a-okay with that. But for now, that is it for this reading vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you're having a lovely day or night or afternoon, wherever you are, whatever you are doing, and I will see you in my next video.